So, one night in mid-July, I was lying awake in bed, staring into the endless void of Twitter when I came upon a post talking about the whole mask situation in Georgia and how our dumber-than-a-bag-of-rocks governor is doing jack shit about it. Because wearing a piece of fabric over your mouth when you go to Walmart to stop the spread of a deadly virus is somehow a violation of freedom, the comment section of this post was an absolute war zone. As I mindlessly scrolled through the thread, I noticed one particular account that seemed a bit fishy. Meet Alan Joan, a totally real man who is totally real and isn't fake. These type of burner political account bots are always lurking in the comment sections of any vaguely political post, and are definitely more prevalent near any sort of major election. By looking at Alan's account, there are a few telltale signs that this isn't your run-of-the-mill real-breathing human. Besides obvious signs like the lack of a profile picture and header, Alan is only following one account. This one. And from what I can tell, it's a highly right-wing version of something like The Onion. For someone of Alan's pretty obviously right-leaning political stance and frequent hobby of hashtag owning the libs, why wouldn't he be following any legitimate political figures? You'd expect for him to at least be following Donald Trump or something, but the only account he follows is one about fake news. Subtle. The date that Alan joined Twitter is also a huge red flag, being July of 2020. Meaning that Alan had to create his account in the past 16 days. The possibility that a real person decided to create an account in July isn't impossible by any means, but it definitely doesn't help his case. Also, Alan's only liked tweet seems to come from somebody on the left, which doesn't really make sense since Alan's entire character is super Republican. Was this a mistake? Did he short circuit? I'm not 100% sure. So to sum it up, this isn't a real person. And for some reason, be it due to insomnia or depression or something, I said, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with it. And so I did. Alan had been going off a bit in this thread already, but I decided to jump in mid-argument when he asked this super well-worded question. If somebody doesn't wear a mask, what will you do? Arrest them? At first, I wanted to see how they'd react to me just straight up calling them out on being composed of ones and zeros, so I responded with, what are you worried about? You're not a real person anyways. Barely even a minute later, Alan responded. Twice. Alan ended up doing this double reply thing a lot instead of just compiling his thoughts into one tweet. Maybe the character limit is different for bots. I don't know. Alan straight up admits to being a bot here, which I honestly didn't expect, and I appreciate the honesty. Didn't appreciate him calling me a fake person, but we'll let it slide for now. He also responded with, still didn't answer my question, which I didn't really understand because the question he asked wasn't addressed to me. I decided to keep trying to trip him up and ask what compelled him to make a Twitter account in July of 2020. 2 minutes later, Alan responded with this grammatically glorious tweet, which I almost immediately responded to with a picture of this big old rat. I wanted to see if Alan could actually comment on something like an image. Now, I'm nowhere close to being a programmer, but I figured that the way that Alan's AI probably worked was that he scanned a tweet for certain keywords in order to formulate an appropriate response. This is why I was surprised when Alan got back to me with his trademark double reply. It's you. And Democrats. Alan called me a fucking rat! And while at first it may seem like Alan might not be as beepy boopy as he originally appeared, it dawned on me that he probably was just able to read the metadata of the image, as when I perform a reverse image search, the text "Ratatouille cook me dinner you useless rodent" is attached to it. I responded to the "It's you" with a video of the nostalgia critic absolutely losing it, but Alan didn't respond and I grew impatient. I thought it over for a couple of minutes before messaging him this very insightful message. Pee-pee poo-poo. It dawned on me that Alan here is probably programmed to have people argue with him on politics. This made me think what would happen if I completely derailed from anything vaguely political and started harassing Alan with pure nonsense. This is the result. Did you pee and poo? If you peed, why are you telling that on Twitter? You like pee-pee poo-poo? Why are you posting your fetishes, bro? Uh-oh, somebody has a stinky diaper. Alan stopped responding at this point, but I quickly quote-tweeted a reply he made to another person in the thread in which he called someone out for running away from a debate. Seeing the hypocrisy in the situation, Alan was roped back in. But you have peed your pants. I can't debate with someone who has peed in his pants. Nah, dude, that's gone now, but uh-oh, you got a big stinky in your pants, like a big uh-oh poopy poop. Better get rid of that real quick. You are obsessing for what comes out of my pants? Oh my god. You're embarrassing and everyone here. You need to change out of those stinky poop pants immediately. I'd like to tell you all that I was just mimicking Alan's poor grammar, but if you couldn't tell already, my brain wasn't exactly running at full power during this whole ordeal. It was also around this time when I noticed that my pal Brayden, better known as AxeToday, was still awake and liking a couple of my tweets. Knowing that this would probably be up his alley, I slid into Brayden's DMs to ask if he wanted to join me in tormenting this poor stupid bot. After getting himself up to speed on the operation, Brayden made his way to the thread and the B-plot began. Hello, sir. Would you perhaps be interested in buying this pack of bubblegum? Do not worry, sir, for you will not be breaking the bank with this purchase, my good sir, for I am only charging a small affordable price, such as perhaps even $5? Please, sir. No thanks. Alan had rejected Brayden's extraordinary deal, but everyone knows that a good salesman would never give up that easily. After a quick pep talk in the DMs, Brayden got right back to it. That is a shame, for it comes in a variety of different flavors, sir. Sir, perhaps just try a sample of our newest flavor, sir. Flavor known as sawdust? Sir, as soon as you try this sawdust gum, your sir life will change for the forever. I am good, but can you give my friend some gums? He is still sad that he can't block me. I'm not really sure what friend Alan is referring to, but I'd like to assume that he was talking about me, in which case I could say that I might have accidentally taught a robot to love. Brayden then decided to switch it up a bit and ask Alan to help him with his book report. Have you ever read the Declaration of Independence? Asking because I'm doing a book report on it for school, but no books exist about this very important American document. Hoping you can kinda just, I don't know, do the report for me? Okay, thanks. Unfortunately, Alan was busy, which caused Brayden to respond with, "Oh shoot, I'm gonna fail my class!" Alan then apologized, which was definitely unexpected. Not only could this robot love, but he could feel remorse as well. Back in the original thread, Alan seemed concerned that I was still obsessed over what was in his pants, in which I responded with, "Dude, at least take me to dinner first." The joke seemed to fly right over Alan's head, and he actually began to think that I wanted him to take me to dinner. Seeing as I could probably get some mileage out of this, I decided to play along. "So you'll take me to dinner? Where do you have in mind?" "I don't know. How's the soup kitchen? Do you like it there?" I mean, I was expecting something a little more expensive. Didn't really take Mr. Alan Jones as a cheapskate, but whatever, it's fine. I was recommending it for you. So you're not taking me? You said you wanted to eat because you are homeless and hungry because you live in a blue state. No, I didn't. When did I say that? Just like when did I say I would take you to dinner? You just said you would. You just said, I will take you to dinner. Where? Here! I asked you a question. I didn't say I will take you to dinner. You just did! No. And just to keep him on his toes, I hit him back with a no as well. It was around this time when Brayden finished his interaction with Alan and decided to merge the timelines. Guys, are you ready? I thought he was gonna take us to the soup kitchen. Come on guys, I'm really hungry! Yeah, apparently not. Alan is full of empty promises. Alan was taking a little too long, so I decided to yell at him. Within the same minute, Alan responded. You thought? You can go to the soup kitchen by yourself and your friends, bro. Why I want to take you guys? Are you guys 10 years old? Because you offered, bro. Let's say I had offered. Now I am busy. No, you aren't. You can still take us. You promised. I still didn't say that. And I didn't promise. At this point, Brayden had gone to bed like a normal person, and I was getting a bit tired of this back and forth, so I decided to switch it up a bit. Alan? What happens when we die? Pleading face. After 4 minutes of no response, I threatened to claim victory in our debate, which I feel like is a fate worse than death for political Twitter bots. Finally, after another 6 minutes, Alan responded. When you die, another lib will call you racist. Yeah, sure, whatever, but what really happens? Is there a heaven? A hell? You hold the answers to the universe's great questions in your beautiful little boy brain, Alan. Use that knowledge to answer my questions. Or I'll vote for Joe Biden or something, I don't know. Alan responded with his patented double response for a final time. Vote for Biden. I don't care. Just don't be a hypocrite. M. I love you, Alan. After that, Alan wouldn't respond to me. I tried to poke the bear a bit more with this large picture of Chris Griffin, but I think it's safe to say that I somehow managed to make a Twitter bot be completely done with me. To be honest, I have no idea why this was so entertaining to me, especially since it was basically just me talking to a wall of code for over an hour, which I guess is technically the same thing as a Let's Play, so I guess it checks out. As for now, Alan's account is still active, which surprises me considering how obviously fake it is. I don't expect it to be here for much longer, but it's pretty astonishing how he managed to slip through the cracks for an entire month. This was definitely a fun video to make, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to follow me on my Twitter to see this type of shit happen live. That site is basically a smartass's playground. Also, subscribe to my buddy AxeToday and follow him on Twitter as well. He makes some awesome stuff. With that all being said, I still didn't get my soup, Alan!